Hi, Assalamualaikum to Dr. Asma and my fellow friends. My name is Nurhidan Tinazi and my matrix number is S64400. Today, my topic for this presentation is applications of biotechnology in breeding, and my subtopic is chromosome manipulate. Okay, now we move to the first slide, which is interactions of chromosome manipulate with the help of various causal agents include physical shock, temperature or hydrostatic pressure, chemical shock, endotomotic, and anesthetic treatment. It is now possible to use chromosome manipulate techniques to create individuals with different genome status in a variety of fish. Chromosome manipulation is a set method for changing the quantity and configurations of a particular genome or chromosome group. DNA can be moved between two or more chromosomes within one chromosome, depending on their size, location, whether they disrupt genes functions, or if any genetic materials is accused of loss. Structural change can have different impact. Okay, next is the slides of purpose of doing chromosome manipulate. The first one is to control the sex and fertility, to control the numbers of combinations of a haploid set of chromosome, to prevent reproduction during grow-out, to produce large fish, to improve skeleton quality, and the last one to grow the sex that has the greatest market value. Okay, for this slide, it shows the techniques applied in chromosome manipulating breeding. As we can see, there are three methods or technique, which is the first one is polyploidy, genogenesis, and androgenesis. Okay, now we move to the polyploidy first. It's a genetic conditions that can be created in fish or shellfish by embryonic manipulate. Individuals who are polyploidy have more than the typical two sets of chromosome. Triploid have three, while tetraploid have four. The method of ploidy manipulates are mainly divided into three types, which is temperature, pressure, and chemicals. In polyploidy, the cell have more than twice the haploid numbers of chromosome. Okay, as we can see, the polyploidy have several types of chromosome set. The first one is diploid 2N, triploid, which is 3N, and tetraploid 4N. But there's also have several types uh, that have 5N, 6N, but I focus to the three parts of chromosome set first. The for diploid, the presence of two complete sets of chromosome is an organismal cell which each parents contribute a chromosome to each pair. For a triploids are created by shocking newly fertilized egg shortly after fertilizations. Fish egg do not execute the second polar body until they are fertilized. And for tetraploids are organisms or fish that have four sets of chromosome instead of the normal two sets. Tetra can be produced by shocking the diploid zygotes after the extraction of the second polar body but before the first cell divided. Okay, now we move to the second techniques of applications in breedings for chromosome manipulate, which is genogenesis. Uh, Genogenesis is a fish that contain both sets of chromosome from a material parents are called genogens. It's a process in which the embryo genome originates exclusively from female origin, follow embryogenesis stimulated by a male gametes. Genogenesis is the produce of producing genogens by fertilizing the egg with sperm, which have had their genetic material destroyed by X-ray, gamma ray, and UV irradiation. Okay, now we move to androgenesis. Androgenesis is the last technique breeding biotech for chromosome manipulate. Androgens are fish whole chromosome come from father, but they receive mitochondrial DNA from mothers, which gives some peptide variations. And the androgenesis is the produce of producing androgens male by fertilizing inactive egg with the normal sperm. Okay, next we move to the discussions. From a previous journal that I read, I found from RIK in 2001, which study from Japan. They say there's various applications of manipulations technique used in Japan, which are commonly used in aquaculture breeding. It's described set reversal to produce all female using a three-point technique. However, as a world observation from this journal, genogenesis and androgenesis technique can be used as a explanations for genetic sex determination confirmed by mini-satellite, microsatellite, and also DNA analysis. Now, we move to the next slide, which is conclusions. In conclusion, the applications of biotechnology in breeding fish for chromosome manipulation has a potential to revolutionize aquaculture by enhancing productivity, improve fish quality, and promoting environmental sustainable with responsible and ethical implementations. Thus, technology can play a vital role in meeting that grow the global demands for seafood while minimizing the ecological footprint of fish farming. Okay, for the last content, I provide a reference for the journal that I read and I found from for the topic of manipulates chromosome, which is there's have several reference as I list that can help me for doing this task. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.